Hello and welcome to this video clip which will be demonstrating the use of an Etachron stud removal and refitting tool. This tool is from AliExpress, cost around £30 UK. This one is for the ETA 28242 and 2836 balances. But there are cheaper fitting tools available which are simple green blocks which look like they might be Delrin, which I almost bought. The downside to those is they don't have a removal option, so you still have to remove the balance, and if it's a good balance you do run the risk of damaging that Etachron pin or the hairspring. This particular one is a removal and refitting tool, and it comprises of a nicely anodized base plate, a ridiculously long thread on both ends, as you can see. You get a spare pin in the packet which is replaced with this screw underneath, and the whole assembly slides into here, and you can screw down either end to move this pin back and forth, which will press or pull the Etachron stud and remove or replace it accordingly. We need to remove this holding screw on the top. You probably do that in such a way so that you don't need to remove it completely, but as it's the first time I've used this, I'm going to remove it completely just to make sure that I don't catch anything and nothing's in the way. Now, as you can see, the balance cock fits in very specifically in one orientation. This is shaped so that that works such, and then we can screw this back in, and this holds the balance cock safely in place. So having just drawn the stud back, I'm moving this so that it is in line with the stud. This is the stud lever. Regulator, I am sliding out of the way as far as I'm able. This ensures that it's not going to catch the hairspring, thereby kinking the hairspring. It doesn't actually matter on this one because this is effectively scrap anyway. However, I still want to know that I can remove and replace a good balance without damaging it. I'm going to loosen this screw off a little so that I can lift the balance. And slide the pin right the way back in. I'm going to scoot down and actually show you that so you can see what that looks like. So down here, I'm holding this on its side and I'm actually trying to view this through the camera screen. So this is a wee bit awkward. But down here, actually while I'm here, I'm just going to show you, you can change that pin without removing that whole thing because there's a hole through the bottom, as you can see. Just thought I'd show you that. So there, quite conveniently, this has actually tilted up now, and there you can see the pin. And this locates in the slot that is right behind the Etachron stud. So with that in place, wiggle this back and that pin will actually fall right into the slot that's right behind the stud, which I think that's in place. Let's have a look. There we go, just pulled that out a little bit and it drops into place. Tighten this back up again now. Obviously you would be doing this under magnification. You need a loop or something similar. You need to make sure you've got enough thread there, and then we can start tightening in this one here, nice and steady. Oop, and it pops out the pin, the Etachron stud. We can lift out the hairspring from the Etachron adjuster the regulator arm or regulator pins and just lift the balance away. It's worth noting here that this is a Chinese-made ETA 28242 clone, and the Etachron regulator pins on this are in fact tighter, much tighter than a genuine ETA 28242. So I had a little bit of a wiggle trying to get that hairspring out of there, but once that hairspring's out of there, this will just lift away. And with that out of the way there, you can see the broken upper pivot. The replacement, as you can see, has two very nice intact pivots. Here I need to prep the tool for pushing this in. Checking that the pin is still centralised, but I don't want it to push all the way in, so I'm going to screw this side down tight and then unscrew it very slightly just to check, and I want that to stop just right about on the tip of the prongs. That way I know I'm not going to wind that in too far. This is just kind of as I'm going along. There were no instructions with this, so I'm guesstimating a little bit. I don't know how visible that was, whether my head was obscuring it, but that was me just wiggling the hairspring into the regulating pins. That actually went in easier than the other one came out. I need to place the Etachron stud on here, so let me tilt that so you can actually see what that looks like. That's what your Etachron stud needs to look like, and then this pin will bear against it like so. I've turned this round so that I can use a cotted finger to just kind of hold the edge of the balance wheel while I just screw in that until it guides in. And then I'm going to try and get down here so I can see what's going on with my loop without obscuring the view. Hopefully I'm not obscuring the view. I don't know how this sound's going to be because I'm kind of laid on with my cheek on the bench here, but so to wind this side in. Need to adjust that one out a little more, give me a wee bit more wiggle room. I think I was maybe overcautious with that and didn't need to do what I thought I did. And there we go, that's fully inserted into there. I'll just get this up closer so you can take a look at it. There's an up close view so you can see what's going on there, and you can see, whoops, if I just pull that, and you can see that pin, as well as pulling out the stud lever neatly and in a controlled, nice manner, will press it back in much the same way. I would say 10 out of 10 for this tool, very impressed with it, and as I have and do work on quite a few 2824 type movements, I believe this will come in very handy. They do also make them for the NH35, NH36, etc. And for some other movements that use the Etachron system too. I don't have a link, I have no affiliate thing or anything like that. This is a tool I've bought, but if you search AliExpress for Etachron stud removal refitting tool, you will find these. We can pop this screw out and remove the whole balance assembly. And with the exception of needing to tweak the stud lever and regulator, There we go. I hope this is useful. Thank you for watching.